Oh, good morning, beautiful souls. Um, Today's soul sip is coming to you after I've had quite a wild, energetic week. It's been kind of crunchy. There's been a little chaoticness, and some confronting, of all things. Uh, really, I had like unexpected tech shifts, VA shifts. I'm in the middle of some launches, all sorts of things shifting in my world. We had like a massive boat breakdown. I've just been in different emotional waves. And, here there's just a collective right now in the world, just full of a lot of noise, right? So I just wanted to share this part with you because regardless of where we are in our creation, my thing is I'm always creating a life I love. I am always the most potent, predominant creator in my life. So there was a moment, a few moments this week actually, where I was like just barefoot on the ground, my heart's in my hand, just really where I asked myself, what timeline am I choosing right now? Because I knew that there's a frequency shift. All of this is showing me there's something shifting, that there's something greater available. But at times I wanted to go into the story like, oh my gosh, I don't have a VA and we're just about to launch and we're not even completed, but like all the noise, all the political noise that is going on in the world. Um, it just, yeah. And then, other components. And then I could feel some of my old unconscious, which I know those patterns because I've discovered them. So now when they come up, I'm actually like, ooh, you're an old unconscious pattern. So I can make a different choice. So I had some old fears and worries and things like that that were showing up. So when the fear is really loud or when that doubt starts narrating your own worth, or when lack tries to convince you that you're unsafe, and sometimes it can feel really real. But here's the truth, and this is something that has totally changed my life. Just because a frequency out in the world is loud and I can hear it, it doesn't mean it's true. So I'm going to repeat that. Doesn't mean it's true. And that's the part for myself where I get to pivot or shift something. So, what I'm aware of is that the highest timeline doesn't always shout. Most times it's a whisper because it's a choice. It speaks in like a calm knowing, in a grounded breath, in the power of my choice. And in that moment, I get to choose. So it's not a bypassing, it's not a pretend, it's not a glossing over, but for me it's really a remembering. It's a remembering of, who am I? I am the one who anchors my field. I am the one who decides what I get to grow. Because whatever I'm planting, I'm growing. And thoughts and feelings, all of that are going to grow. And that is what I'm planting. And I remember I'm actually the bridge between possibility and embodiment. Embodiment of my true choices, embodiment of my desired reality. And every one of us is that. Every one of us gets to anchor in our field. Every one of us gets to decide what we want to plant and grow. Every one of us is actually the bridge. So here's your soul sip invitation today. I just want you to close your eyes, placing a hand on your heart, maybe in one, maybe on your belly, solar plexus, wherever you want, or both on your heart. And what would my highest self choose right now? Pulling my energy out of all the places that I think something is a mess, or pulling my energy out of all of the figuring out, anchoring in, what are my choices? How do I want my life to flow? What am I planting? What am I growing? And what is the timeline that is the most congruent in a line with that. As I remember that, remembering that potency. Yeah, she breathes a little deeper. Oh, yeah, she trusts maybe a lot more or a little more. Oh, yeah, she's unplugged from all the noise and plugged into her truth. There we go. And even if you're not feeling ready yourself, I want you to just also remember you are the chooser. Each of us is the chooser. So it doesn't mean that nothing comes into our world. Everything that comes into our world is a manifestation and it is there to shift us and allow us to grow. So depending on what frequency or timeline I'm going to attach into could be a very low version and I'm like, "Oh my gosh, this is so horrible. Everything goes wrong for me," or a worry or a fear versus what are you actually showing me here? What else is available for me? And when I step into that energy, my whole head here is just a tingling right now. Yeah, is that then I'm actually showing other possibilities. So for me, it was like, oh, I need another vibration of someone that's actually shifting in the frequency of where I'm going to support me in my business. Beautiful. Thank you for showing me that. Showing me some of my unconscious patterns that I still had things attached to. And a lot of it, interestingly enough, had a whole lot to do with years ago and us leaving where we had lived for a really long period of time. So there was some opening of stuff that, and great conversations that we're still kind of holding into both mine and my husband's field. So really realizing that, we're stepping into our destined area. So maybe today looks like sipping coffee outside in your bare feet. I've already done my bare feet, so I'm going to sipping my coffee. Yes, enjoy every moment. Maybe it looks like saying no to chaos or even realizing it's not chaos. Maybe it's internal, so you're breathing through it. Maybe it looks like you're trusting the breakdown for the step into alignment. Whatever it is, you're not lost. You're becoming. This is what your timeline work really looks like. All right. So feet to the earth, soul to the sky. You got this. And I'm actually sipping right alongside you. Cheers to a beautiful rest of your day and